Hey everybody, back with another video, and you can't really see anything because I have a gigantic package here. I have my cards here. There's a gigantic package here that I've already opened to make sure everything was good, and there's another package on the ground that I can't even fit because this is all on a very small table. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move the cards and go ahead and open this package first, just because it's taking up the most room. Now the thing about this package is it isn't a card. Normally I would keep this just with cards, but this was a very cool thing, and it is football related, so I figure, you know what, why not? I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. Package. This is a signed DJ Chark LSU jersey. You see, it's not all of it. Some of the signature, he inscribed it with number 7. I'm not going to take it out of the package, but you can see there's the R in Chark right there. Let's see if I can't spread it out a bit. Probably not, because it's, so it's Chark Jr. Like I said, that's his part of his signature here, and then he inscribed his number on it afterwards. You can see the 7 here. 7 is there's a tradition at LSU of giving some of the best players the number 7. Leonard Fournette had it. Who else had it? Patrick Peterson had it. Tyrann Mathieu had it. DJ Chark had it. Grant Delpit had it. And they had given it this season to Jamar Chase, who was number 1 for last year. But before the season, since he decided to opt out, the 7 opened back up and they gave it to Jacoby Stevens. So because it's such a 7 and 18 are usually the two that are kind of, I guess, quote, traditionally given to the best players. 7 more so than 18, but they call them the LSU 7s. And my goal was to try to get autographed LSU jerseys of all of them. So far, my problem, I try to hang them in shadow boxes because they look cool. My problem is it's kind of hard to find shadow boxes that will fit these jerseys without having to spend an arm and a leg on it. I was buying it from Hobby Lobby, and then they discontinued the one that I was buying and brought a new one out. And I have yet to go to my location, my Hobby Lobby, and see it in stock. So, but I have Pat Peterson, I have Tyrann Mathieu, I have Leonard Fournette, now I have DJ Chark. All I'm missing now is Grant Delpit. And I haven't really seen many of his LSU jerseys online autographed yet, so I'm still on the lookout for that. And then, of course, this year, when Jacoby Stevens probably declares for the draft next year, I'm going to grab his too. So like I said, unfortunately, I have a bunch of LSU. I have like about 12 to 15 signed LSU jerseys just sitting in my room, bagged up like this, because I don't have any place to display them yet, because I'm still waiting on trying to find some shadow boxes. I do have an OBJ and a Jarvis Landry signed and hung. You can see is my Mike Tyson's Punch-Out autograph, but right there, Beckham and Landry. So my goal is to just go all the way across there with some players and then start another one and move that Mike Tyson away. And my LSU 7s are going to be on the bottom shelf. So my first one that I plan to, once I'm able to find a shadow box, the first one that's going to go up is going to be Leonard, because he was the first one I got. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to actually go with Tyrann Mathieu because he just won the Super Bowl last year. And, who doesn't love the Honey Badger? So that's the first thing. Second thing is I'm going to show is another big box that I got today. Cover my name. It is a heavy box, and what's in it is something that I hope will appreciate and value at some point, and I believe it will. And that is the entire 400 card set of 2020 Donruss. This has all the base cards and all the rated rookies. There's a checklist on the back. It's upside down, of all the players. See, like the first card, Patrick Mahomes, and it goes down. I think it has this by team, because if you notice, these are all Chiefs, and they're all 49ers. And then it goes Cardinals, Falcons. So, yeah. Then there's Lamar Jackson. Yeah, then the Ravens. So those are all your base. And then right here, starting here, all the RC, these are your rookie cards. So these are the rookies and the rated rookies. Like here's Caleb on Chase on Patrick Queen. My 2 LSU guys, there's Grant Delpit. Albert Okwuegbunam. So it goes down. Like, let's see. Here's Joe Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Jordan Love, Jake Fromm, CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, Ruggs, Swift, Higgins. So it comes with all of your base, and then all your base, and then all your rookies as well. I saw one of these for Donruss 2019 way earlier in the year in Target, like before COVID struck, and I was like, who would want to buy just a full set of base? There's no chance at a relic. There's no chance at an auto. I don't understand why people would spend $40 because this retails for $40, and I believe they're Target exclusive. I didn't understand it, but then someone explained, like, hey, some of these rated rookies, for example, you see on the side, the Herbert rated rookie, the Burrow, the Tua. Some of these can go, like, I know when he played his first game, those Burrow rated rookies were going for like $45-$50 a piece. And I know that because I bought one, because I wasn't sure if they were going to lower back. I kind of panic bought it. Same thing with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I bought his rated rookie because I didn't know if they were going to stay low or stay at the price they were at, or if they were just playing out of their minds, like, best rookies ever, they would have just jumped up. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy them now. Well, now I think the Burrow rated rookies have dropped down to maybe like 10 to 15 a card, if not less. But just even say they were just selling for $5 a piece. You sell the Herbert, the Burrow, the Tua, the Clyde at $5 a piece. That's $20 right there. That's half this box. And you still have all the other rated rookies. Now the base are probably never going to be worth much. Maybe the Mahomes, because it seems like these days anything Mahomes will appreciate in value. But just imagine if Herbert and Burrow end up being the real thing, which I definitely think they will be. Honestly, I'm a diehard LSU fan, but I think Herbert may actually be better than Burrow because his stock seems to keep rising. Finally got his first win against the Jags. Those cards will definitely go up in value, and having this sealed, like I know the 2017 one, which has the Mahomes rated rookie, I was looking at, it's like $400 or $500. The one from last year I think is worth around $100, which would have your Daniel Jones, your Gardner Minshew, your Kyler, stuff like that. The 2018 is probably expensive too. So unfortunately, I did not get this at retail. I got it for about $65, which in my opinion isn't that bad. I could easily sell every rookie in here and make my money back and then some. So I'm okay with spending a little over it because I know at some point this will be worth more than the $65 I paid for it. It's heavy too. So that and the jersey are the big things. And so now we go back to all my cards that I've gotten in the mail. This is about 2 weeks worth because I didn't do a mail day last week because everything that I got in the mail at that point was my Origins box and the Mega and hangers of Absolute. So now I've got my stuff in. This card, I believe, this card came today. Actually, I'm going to save that one for a bit. So this mail day is going to be incredible. This is easily the best set of cards I've gotten through the mail, and it's definitely not the cheapest. But I was put in a situation where I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy myself an early birthday present, early Christmas present. So I went ahead and did that. You'll see what I mean whenever I pull these cards out. This first one okay, so this one, it was a deal I did through Reddit. A guy posted this and 2 other cards and was like, hey, I'll sell $130 for all 3. So I asked him how much for just this one. He told me $100, and I was like, I'll take it. So I sent him some money. Oh, he included a couple extra. I told him, he asked me why I wanted it. I said I was an LSU fan, so he said he'd include some extra cards. So there's a base Patrick Queen Mosaic rookie, and then let's see, let me go ahead and take them out. So yeah, we have the base Patrick Queen True Rookie, and then a green press proof OBJ from Donruss 2020. So that's cool. He didn't have to include those. He did as extra, so I appreciate that. I always appreciate people that, kind of go the extra mile. And even more so because he really gave me a deal on this card. And I've wanted one of these. I thought I had pulled one in a previous video, a Raiders one, but I just wasn't paying attention, and I didn't. But now I have a downtown Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This card just looks so cool. I love the shine of it. I love the art of it. It just looks so cool. And I was looking; these were selling for. I mean, there was a couple that sold for like under $100, but for the most part, I was seeing sales of like 125, 130, and I got it for $100. So like I never expected to have one of these because I'm not lucky enough to pull one. Mostly because I can't find blasters and I don't want to have to. The part of the fun of pulling one of these out of a blaster or hanger is that you're buying it at retail. $10 can get you a card that's worth 100 or more, or if you happen to get like a Burrow one, maybe a few hundred or more. But whenever you're having to pay extra money on top of the retail value of the blaster, it takes some of the joy out of it. But so does actually buying it outright, to be honest. But it was a great price, and these downtown cars just look so cool. I love the old school Donruss logo where you have like the colored parts of the D. Yeah, I was just so stoked. Whenever I did not expect him to accept my offer, and so when he did, I was very excited. This card is so cool. Probably one of my favorite cards I own now. So I'm super amped to have that. Next up, we have... Okay, this one's cool. This one is not a very highly valuable card, but one that I'm happy to have in my collection. It's graded. I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but it is a Malachi Dupree Bold ticket, numbered 74 of 99 from 2017. And it's a 9 point. It's Gem Mint with a 9 auto. I'm guessing the 9 auto is because he goes off the sticker right here. That seems to be how BGS grades. If it even goes off the sticker a little, not a full grade. Or if the pen is streaky, like I have a autographed Paul Correa card from the Anaheim Ducks, and the card itself is a 9.5, but the auto's an 8 because he autographed it on the card, so with a black Sharpie, so it's kind of hard to see it, and the Sharpie itself looked like it was streaky. So the 8 on the auto sucks, but it is what it is. Not a big player, but he's an LSU guy. It's anytime I see a slab card for cheap, I go for it. I think this was ended up being like $6.50, maybe, and including shipping and stuff. It was like under $10. I was kind of shocked, or just over $10. So I can't ever turn down a slab card of one of my guys. 2017 contenders draft picks, and of course being in the LSU uniform, it looks awesome. I also have the cracked ice version of this card as well. This will look great next to it. I might try to send that cracked ice one in to get it graded by BGS at some point too, just so I have 2 of them graded. But yeah, very excited to have that card. Let's go with this purple one next. This one came in the mail today. Oh, I remember. Okay, I know what this card is. This card, you guys ready to see the GOAT? The best LSU draftee ever? LSU #1 draft pick? That's right. You heard me. It is not Joe Burrow, but the GOAT, Jamarcus Russell. Probably one of the biggest busts in NFL history. Interesting black top loader. I don't ever really see those. But I didn't have a Jamarcus Russell autograph card, mostly because it's not one that I look for. But since I try to have every LSU guy, I knew I'd get it eventually. This one's number 95 out of 10, and he inscribed it with his number, which I think is pretty cool. It's from Press Pass. Like I said, not super valuable at all. He was a huge bust. Great in college, but definitely someone I still want to have. I actually, for double what I paid this, I think I got this for like $8. Like around $20, $25. I actually have a signed Jamarcus Russell LSU jersey. Just because it was super cheap, and I thought, why not have yet another signed jersey? So yeah, I did this. It's just one of those that I just hadn't gotten around to in a while. It's an on-card auto too, which is kind of cool. I'm actually really bummed though. Earlier in this year, like during the summer, there was a slabbed auto. I can't remember what brand it was, but they wanted like $13 for it. It was a 9.5 with a 10 auto of Jamarcus Russell in the LSU uniform. And I was like, no, I'm not going to buy it right now because at the time I wasn't working. And I was like, no one's gonna buy it. I don't have to worry about it. I'll come back and get it later. The next day it was sold. I was like, oh man, why did I wait? Because I would never send in a Jamarcus Russell card to get graded, because honestly, even graded, there's really not much value there. He's not, he's known for being a failure. So I wouldn't want to waste the money to get it graded, but buying one that's already graded, that would have been cool. Like, I'll grade that Malachi, possibly not this one, but my cracked ice, possibly because it's cracked ice. And that would look cool slabbed. But, yeah, Jamarcus Russell. The GOAT. I believe we're down to... I have two packages left. This one. I believe this one came in. Yeah, so no, I kind of stopped making my PC builds video simply because where I was building like the Rashard Lawrence and the Caleb Von Chason Rambos, because I wasn't really ordering any more of those in quick enough. So I've kind of taken the PC builds videos and kind of put them into the mail day, and that's what this is. I have a couple more Caleb coming on the way that maybe I will make a PC builds video for. 2 more cards in the rainbow, but this is another card in that rainbow as well. And this one, I cannot believe I got it for the price I got. White Sparkle. Oh, I like this one even more than the Rashard Lawrence, because I decided to go for the rainbow for Rashard Lawrence simply because I found a cheap White Sparkle. But I was already gone for Kalavon's rainbow, and then the White Sparkle popped up, and I was like, oh my god. I couldn't beat it for that price. Like, I saw one pop up for 90, one pop up for 80, another for 70, and I was like, I'm gonna end up having to pay this high price, for a card for someone who's not, highly sought after. But patience is a virtue. One of the ones I watched, the guy lowered the card to 50, and I was gonna buy it then. For whatever reason, I didn't. Then he lowered it to 40. I was gonna buy it then. But he had to make an offer. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to offer him $30. He countered me with 35. So I sent him an offer 32, and he countered me with 35 again. I figured he wasn't going to budge from there. So I said, you know what? Screw it. And I bought it. So I got a White Sparkle auto for $35. Granted, like I said, most people probably wouldn't pay because he's not a highly sought after player, but he's one of my guys. So I was like, you know what? I'm down. Because this would be one of the harder ones to get to complete the rainbow of someone. And now I have it, so I am super stoked on that. And last but not least, this card. Oh man. So the reason I started this channel was to document my hunt trying to find a Joe Burrow auto in a Prestige Mega Box. No longer, it got to the point where I bought so many of them that I just, I didn't have the extra money to buy them, and the prices went up. I was getting them for about 60 a box. Now they go for about 70, 75 a box. So I've kind of had to, put a halt on that. I bought a Donruss Mega Box hoping maybe for a Burrow, Absolute Mega Box hoping for a Burrow. Bought an Origins Hobby Box hoping for a Burrow, nothing. And this is the card that I say, you know what? I'll give myself an early birthday Christmas present. My birthday's around Christmas. I'll just, justify it by being, hey, this is my birthday / Christmas present to myself. And if you, based on what I'm saying, I'm sure you can probably guess what is in this package. If you can't, then you haven't been paying attention. And without further ado, I present my white whale. It's upside down. But I think you can probably guess, based on my preamble, what this is. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, I am so happy I own this. So, we have an immaculate Joe Burrow auto, numbered 40 of 99, on card. I went after this one for a few reasons. Immaculate's one of the higher brands. I think I would say probably, National Treasure. Flawless is probably the highest. Then maybe National Treasure. Maybe Select and then Immaculate. I don't know. It's up there. I think it was like $5.50 a box for a hobby box. But I just love the look of it. It's numbered, so in my opinion, that makes it more valuable than if I just got like a base auto out of Prestige or something, or even like say Absolute or anything. And it's on card, which some of his signatures look kind of raunchy. Like he kind of goes weird with his B's sometimes. I saw one. he had like an extra little hoop on the B or something. Like he forgot how to do a B because he had been signing for so much. But I liked the look of the auto on this one, and it was numbered, and it's immaculate, which is a brand that I like. It's a higher end brand. It's a thick card, and for the price, I just could not pass it up. I got this for $208, and I thought that was a steal because when I was looking at sold auctions to see, if I did well based on the price, there was this exact card. I think it wasn't this one, like number 40, but this immaculate Burrow auto out of 99 sold for just almost 24 hours to the hour from before I bought this. One sold for over $300. So just 24 hours before I bought this same out of 99 card sold for $300. So I got it for $100 cheaper than what that person did. And for me, like that's awesome. I think I got a steal. I did not expect a card like that at that price, and I got it, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to finally have a Burrow in my collection. Having this card, I now have autos of every LSU 2020 draftee. He was the only one I was missing, and I got him. And I mean, I got to tell you, it's easily my favorite card that I own. I mean, that white sparkle Calebon is pretty cool because I really dig, his cards, and I'm trying to go for the rainbow. But I mean, the Joey B obviously tops it. And even the Downtown Clyde, that is an amazing card. I'm so happy I have that too. Like, these are probably two of my favorite cards I own in my collection outside of my second year Kyler Prestige auto out of 4 and my Herbert Prestige out of 10. I'll say those two cards, my 1/1 hand-signed Carson Wentz, and these two are probably my top 5 cards that I own, value-wise. And I plan to pull those out and show those 3 plus these 2 in a video as my top 5 most valuable cards in the future. But yeah, I just could not believe that I was able to get this card for the price that I did. I mean, just over $200. That's so cool. So yeah, this is my mail day video this week. Like I said, been kind of saving these for 2 weeks, but easily worth the wait. How often can you pull out a Downtown and a Joey B and a white sparkle, in a mail day video and say, hey, look what I got. Those kind of cards don't come around very often. Of course, then you have those 3, which each one has its own merit, and then the next 2, a guy who is just playing in the XFL and a guy who failed out of the NFL. But they're still, it doesn't matter. This card means a lot to me. These cards mean a lot to me, just in different ways. So that's why I like collecting LSU players, man, because until Joe, we hadn't had, the last number 1 draft pick was Jamarcus Russell. And before that, you got to go all the way back to Billy Cannon, who was the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I believe he was also drafted in the AFL. He was drafted twice with each league. So LSU's won championships, but as far as quarterback goes, it's always been a stream of mediocrity. And then Joey B came around and changed that. So like I said, it's a card that I didn't think I'd have for a long time. And I said, I just threw my hands up and went, screw it, why not? Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. A couple months early to myself. But yeah, so once again, go back through one last time really quickly. We have a Joey B, 40/99 from Immaculate. Calebon Chason, Prism Draft Picks, Auto, Rookie, White Sparkle. A Downtown Clyde Edwards-Helaire from Donruss. Oh, man, I just love this card. I can't wait I'm going to try to get it graded. Might be rough on the edges because of the shine and everything, but you know what? I don't plan on this card ever going anywhere. Don't ever plan on selling it, so I don't care what the grade ends up being. Well, if it was like a 5 or 6, that would suck, but I don't see it going anywhere below an 8, 8.5. 2017 Malachi Dupre, auto out of 99, the Bull ticket, 9.5. Let's see, 10 on centering, 10 on edges, corners a 9, and surface a 9.5. 2 10s. You don't see that very often either. So the fact that there's 2 10s on this card is pretty cool. That's another reason that I was drawn to it. And then last, but certainly not least, not in my collection at least, a 95 out of 100 Jamarcus Russell press pass auto. on card, inscribed with his number. I saw another one. This is the same card, and the signature was just JR. Like he just signed a J and an R, and I was gonna buy it, and I was like, well, that's kind of lame. I don't like when they just do, if I can help it, I try to get ones that aren't just their initials. Like I have a Jeremy Hill rookie card for the Bengals, and it's just JH. But I managed to find an LSU card. We actually signed out Jeremy Hill. So, I mean, granted, it's just Jam, line, R, line, L, L. But it's more than just JR. So, yeah. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the spoils of my eBay purchases over the last couple weeks. I have some more stuff coming in the mail, so there will be a mail day video this week. Actually, scratch that. I think the cards I have coming are both Kayla Vaughn's for my rainbow. So actually, there will be I'll just put them in a short PC builds video instead of a mail day video, because most of the mail I have coming this week is for Christmas presents, not cards. So I won't need a mail day video. But yeah, you can expect sometime, probably Sunday, when mail day video will go up. I'll throw up those PC builds during the football Sunday. So you can look for that in the future. Those of you who watched, thank you so much. It's cool that you guys, choose to watch this. I'll have another video up soon, and I will talk to you later.